Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to Monster Legends. So the Dragoness Marathon has finally started, and based on some of the very first few laps, I'm kind of concerned, because I'm worried that some of us that prepped for a race might have some completely different things we need to rank up and all that. So for example, let's click on this Dragoness Marathon, which, I gotta say, I love this monster. Fantastic, beautiful monster design. I mean, just look at her, she's incredible. When I first saw her, I thought she was a fire monster. Turns out she's an earth monster. Turns out she's an earth monster with anticipation, an earth control monster. So, and she's a forsaken monster. So I'm gonna go ahead and say she's probably gonna be a groundbreaking monster. I haven't seen anything about her, but she just looks phenomenal. Look at that joint effort. All members contribute as much as they can to breed 39 common monsters, but it has to be a dragon requirement. So I'm wondering if we're going to be seeing more of this dragon base just to kind of fit the theme. I mean, the good thing is you can just do Firestar. He's a dragon monster. I mean, even, yeah, he's a fire monster. Greenasar, if you have to do uncommons, he's a fire monster. If it was like a rare dragon, oh gosh, do we have any easily like breedable rare dragons? Because we're so used to breeding panicans and stuff, right? Here, let me go into the books. Let me go into dragon. I feel like these are some of the possible monsters that SocialPoint is gonna throw at us. I mean, pterodactyl, we have to hatch them anyways for our particular node that requires you to rank up an uncommon monster. I can see like you have to breed a common dark, so it's a little scary to see what kind of nodes we're gonna have if we're having this already. And then in the middle of all this going on, I think we're already done. But let me keep breeding. Oh, by the way, if you need to breed a Firestar, just do 2 fire common monsters together. If you have Fire Lion, you can do Fire Lion. If you don't know how I have Fire Lion, basically he's one of those like hidden monsters that if you breed 2 legendary monsters, you have a 1% chance to get. But all you need to know is you can breed 2 common fire monsters together, and that's how you get a Firestar. Alright, let's click back on this because we might be on a new node. And just look, all members contribute as much as they can to breed, so I can keep breeding. Cool. Just a few things. Always communicate when it has to do, when it's the one for all node. First, remember to craft 6 level 2 runes. If you look at the chat, see how Jason said OFA? Someone always calls when they're going to do the one for all. Otherwise, imagine 2 players trying to get the easy points for the one for all, and they're wasting gems crafting or speeding up that level 2 rune. So just please be mindful that this is a team competition. As much as we hate races and everything, it is a team competition, so you have to call out those kinds of nodes. Some of them you don't have to call, like obviously the joint effort, everyone is doing it. The do your parts, I think it depends. For this one I think it's fine, but I'm gonna say doing one, and then it's just DYP for do your part. So again, if I click on here, 5 members must rank up 1 rare monster. This especially becomes important if you have like 4 out of 5. That way if someone reads the chat, they're like, okay, armor's on it, I don't need to waste my resources, especially if it's something a little more expensive. But yeah guys, fantastic monster. I can't get over how amazing she looks. The armor is incredible, looks very royal. Here, let's click on what it says. Individual rewards, wait no, where is it? I think I need to click on her, right? Yeah, let's see what it says. It says, Lamia was born in the City of Dragons where she was the best in the competitive fighting scene. However, she soon got tired of traditional battles and she started working on more elaborate skills. The dragon community didn't approve of her evolution, so she's come to Monster Legends for a challenge. And she can hold the cane, so Cane of Atlantis perhaps. She can hold the banner, Ingvar's banner, Talika's banner. So she's going to be quite formidable, I imagine. I can't wait to look at analysis or do an analysis with the monster. I just got to get her stuff. But that is cool. I'll go through a breakdown of how everything works. Let me just keep hatching this and breeding this. So hopefully you all know by now, for the marathon, the way you get rewards is depending on how many laps your team does as a whole. For example, if your team only gets 4 laps, you're going to get this epic monster. If your team does 8 laps, you'll get Fire Nut. And if you manage to get 10 laps, you will finally get Lamia. And keep in mind, SocialPoint keeps saying that you need to get a Forsaken monster. This is going to be your only time to get this Forsaken monster. Because once you get this Forsaken monster, you're going to be able to get this monster in future events. Oh look, first remember to collect 8.8 mil. So again, you could be over here and call OFA. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let someone else get the points. But it's as simple as that. And watch. See how no one has gotten the one for all until Kyle called OFA. So if you have really good team communication, that's how you get it done. See? Beautiful. 15 members must collect 30k food. When it's a time, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna keep going like back and forward. when it's the time of a race, like giving you strategies and stuff, I like to plant nothing but the black lotus roots. Well, that's not true. I like to plant a lot of black lotus roots. So let me do that. Black lotus root, black lotus root. Just do a couple black lotus roots. And then I also like to plant the winged angel beans. In the earlier stages, it's a lot cheaper, and then later it gets more expensive. So by the end of it, depending on how many laps you're doing, I do only black lotus roots, but I do like to put in some winged angel beans because there are some nodes that require you to collect 20 million food. And look, winged angel beans is exactly 20 million food, or maybe just a 30 million or a 40 million. So I don't want to have black lotus roots on everything when I can just collect from the back. So sometimes I'll do like a couple, maybe like 5 winged angel beans and the rest black lotus roots. And that's because when you have a joint effort that requires you to collect a bunch, or maybe a one for all, you can take it for the team. So my do your part is done, and these are probably the most challenging, the 15 members, because it's hard to get 15 members on at a point, right? Or maybe you're just waiting for like 2 more and you don't want to spend the gems because it's an easy node. Sometimes it really is just worth spending the 10 gems just so you can move on. So you kind of have to make those decisions as a team, like how much are we going to spend? Like look at this account, I have 357 gems to spend on here, so I'm definitely going to be bypassing one of those expensive nodes where it's like you must breed 13 epic monsters. Like, oh heck no, I'm just going to bypass it with gems. All members contribute as much as they can to rank up. So I mean these are pretty straightforward, right? Rank up uncommon. Hopefully you have cells saved up. So I have a couple. This is the easiest uncommon to rank up. Takes a couple seconds, 15 seconds. So we'll come back to that. Let's talk about this a little more. So Lamia, guys. So if you manage to get 10 laps, you'll be able to get the monster. Now again, SocialPoint has said that there will be events in the future to get the monster. So far, the only events have been selling the monster. Not a huge fan whatsoever, but it is what it is. I'm hoping in the future, once more Forsaken monster released, SocialPoint does like a Forsaken dungeon. I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Just like we have Warmaster dungeons and VIP and Nemesis dungeons, a Forsaken dungeon would be cool. Aside from that, if you reach a certain number of laps, you can get these marathon chests that have the keys. And honestly, the keys is just to buy more cells, and they are pretty expensive. I can show you in the shop. But there are some milestones, right? If you look at the little stars, it shows you when you get a monster ranked up. So at 10 laps, you get the monster. At 20 laps, you get a 1-star monster. And then at 40 laps, you get a rank 2, and so on. So you can tell this for yourself. The position rewards, this is based on right here in the middle. If you click teams, if you are the high, depending on your place here in the team's position, that is how many additional cells you will get. So theoretically, it's possible to do 10 laps and get first and get an additional, like at least in my league, this is league dependent by the way, where you are in the team wars. So for my league, if the teams decided they didn't want to race and we got 10 laps, theoretically we can still get a rank 1 Lamia because we would all get an additional 150. And then individual rewards, this is dependent on how well you do in your own team. So right here where you click on mates. So if you get the most points, so right now it would be Jason, from the whole entire team, you would get an additional 40 and a golden relic chest. So that's kind of how that works, just in case you had any questions about that. Here, let me click ranking up. Gotta do these and also extract. And then we can also go into the Legends Pass and how much it'll help in a team race. So we'll do that in a bit. Here, let me start extracting that. Let me go back to rank up. Let me collect one real quick. Yeah, because we also have the Legends Pass, and so we'll talk about that right now. Rank up, uncommon. We'll do you. Yes. So here, really quickly, let me transition over to my other account. So, and here we'll talk about the Legends Pass, and then we'll probably talk about the race some more, the marathon. So we have Barbell, the Crimson Zealot. Love the name. You know what? I do really like the design. It's pretty cool. It's definitely cool. I gotta re-rank my rankings for the new skins. So definitely like it. The thing I don't really like too much though is Barbell himself. I think you guys are pretty knowledgeable that I don't consider him to be one of the better warmasters. However, if you do rank him up, he is a super fast. Like what is it? Like 3575 base speed monster with total blind. So he is actually really good if you fully rank him up. So who knows? Maybe this would be a good chance to get the monster and maybe rank him up all the way and have yourself a competitive fire monster. Aside from that, there's Rekka, who, if you saw my analysis, he's basically a Voltic, right? Fire attacker with high damage boost and extra turns. A Voltic that can resurrect, and may have some sort of counter against stamina draining with the Fury Mask. But yeah, there's Rekka. Like always, you can get the monster free to play, and there's free to play rewards. But if you buy the Golden Legends Pass, which at the moment costs $20 only for 2 days, so you have to make up your decision fast whether you're going to buy this or not, otherwise it'll be $30, well then you get Rekka immediately. On the hatching time boost, this can help right now during the duration of the team marathon. You get a couple gems, you get some Rekka cells to rank them up, you get some bronze relic chest, the hatching time boost. Again, the way I look at it now, it really is the best value for the game, just because at the end of the day, when all is said and done, in like 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, you walk away with a rank 3 new monster who's Rekka. Now, my counter to Rekka is that he has a lot of extra turns, he relies on extra turns, so if you're facing anticipation, and again, like every meta monster in the game now has anticipation, or any team you face will have anticipation, you're in for some trouble. I mean, look at this Forsaken monster from the Team Marathon. Earth monster with Forsaken. So, you're into some troubles, but you know, there's always ways to counter that in itself. You get some orbs, you get some keys, some more gems. This is going to be good. The Maze Collector activation tickets, the only thing about these is that they will expire, so if you have some saved up from the last event, from the last pass, like if I look at my account, look at all these tickets that I have, because I didn't really use them. So you would, the cool thing is like you could just use them all during the next maze and not even have to participate at all. I feel like SocialPoint is just going to do away with them. I don't know if they're going to introduce them in the next Legends Pass, but I guess we'll see. But you get some more relics, you get some souls, so that's pretty cool. Oh look, cute little baby barbell. So you get some gems along the way. You get that level 7 rune free to play. You get some Nemesis souls. And where is that level 10 rune? You get a gold relic chest. And where is that level 10 rune? There is that level 10 rune at 1.96k coins, which is awesome, right? You get a ton of gems, you get a level 10 rune, and a bunch of stuff. Click on challenges. This is what you have to do. These daily challenges, they refresh every single day. Make sure to do them. The weekly challenges, you can take your time with these, and the cool thing is that they don't disappear after the week. You actually get the new ones added, so then you can just easily wait for them to amount if you want to. However, I would encourage you just to get a couple points just to easily reach that, like hatching time boost, extracting time boost, because those do come in handy. And aside from all this, you also get an additional slot, an additional hatchery slot. So as you can see right now, I am kind of blocked, so it's gonna be a while before I can have my team. But then this hatchery slot will open, you'll get double gold, double food collection, which will be super helpful for your team, right? Because now your team, especially like later on, it really depends how far you're going, but in a more competitive team, later on, you get like a 1-for-all where you need to collect like 88 million food or 112 million food, and it's so insane. So you got to be careful for that. Here, as you can see right now, I have nothing but blue lizard cell, but like I said, I like to plant a lot of black lotus roots. So start at the back. Black lotus root, black lotus root, black lotus root, black lotus root. I am just gonna keep them up everywhere. Black lotus root, and really quickly, let me show you the progress on the other accounts. So see, right now we reached a point where we're kind of stuck on the do your part, and again, because getting those 15 members on is tough. So it's also a good idea to coordinate and like tell players, hey, tomorrow, Sunday, we're gonna push at this time. Make sure to be there. Yeah, just any type of coordination is good. So anyhow, I just finished putting everything, so that's good. I'm not gonna collect any gold. I don't even touch gold when there's a marathon. I don't even care that there's gonna be a gold fever event. I am gonna be chill. I am gonna wait it out, because there's going to be a time when my team needs me to collect, so I'm going to wait for that. For the rune crafting, I like to have a level 5 or 6 ready at all times, so I have my 5 there. At the early stages, it's more of like craft a level 2, craft a level 3, a level 4, but nonetheless, I like having a 5 ready, just in case. It's like, hey, I got it. What else can we talk about? There's a lot of neat tips and tricks. Like I said, definitely use your monster lab and rent out the pots to rank up epic monsters. That's why I have those 3 ready. I've had them ready since the previous race. If I look at my vault and I look at like, I've stacked up on common cells. Look at all of those Firestar Treezard cells. Uncommon, I also have a lot of genie just because of all the times there's events, breeding events, and you get genies. Also, like Thunder Eagle, I have like 2,000 for him, so I'm prepped on that. Greenest Heart, I have a ton, and that's just from stacking up from doing so many races. Rares, I also have a ton, but one that I stacked up more on was, where is he? Do I not have any? Oh wait, it's rare. Where are they? So Pandakin, I have, yeah, 7,000, and let's see. Tarzape, I have 2,200 for ranking up at Earth Uncommon, if we're still going to be doing that. And then Frito, I have almost 1,000. And then the Monster Lab is a good place to store some monsters. So normally what I like to do is I like to clear my Monster Lab, look at all these spaces I have available. And that way, I can start like, maybe, let's see. Oh no, I don't have any now. But normally I would have like a full slot of Fritos and Tarzapes, because I know they're gonna be, it's gonna require me to rank them up and everything. Yeah, I'm just going off my head. Ranking up, again, this is in the way right now, but it'll be done soon. Thunder Eagle, make sure to have a lot of Thunder Eagles as babies. So maybe one thing I might want to do is I might want to very quickly buy, if you don't have Thunder Eagle, you can quickly buy it in the shop. Let me buy a Thunder Eagle, and then that way I can have some, because there are some rank up a winged monster, and Thunder Eagle is the best one to rank up. So yeah, if you're gonna buy the pass now. Start helping your team out. What sucks about all this is the fact, oh, and let me do this real quick. If you go here, you can literally see all the rewards. So if you're unsure, oh, there's even a Valentine's avatar, and then yeah, that token just helps you get a discount on the barbell maze, on the barbell's warmaster dungeon. So this shows you all the rewards. But what was I gonna say? The bad thing about the fact that there, or maybe it's a good thing, that there is a race going on. There's also the new PZ Ronin event going on, a breeding event at that. So where is that thing at? The Zorgon breeding event. So right now, for the next 9 days actually, so for the whole race, there's a chance to get additional cells for this monster, or for Zorgon. But then you get some cells for Ronin, and you get scrolls for his dungeon every time you fail a breeding event or get a successful breeding event, and that way you can participate in this. So it kind of sucks that we have so much going on. But if you were to buy the pass, you could take advantage of that, right? Because then there's a discount of it and everything. So it's a lot. It's so much. It's a lot. So I'm curious. Again, I haven't seen this monster. I'm sure there's stats for her already out there, but she just looks amazing. The fact she's a Forsaken monster, I can only imagine she's incredible. So I am curious to know, what do you think about the race? You know, I think for the most part, we agree that we're not a fan of the race, but we still choose to participate in this. And when they release a monster like her, like, wow. Also, take a look at those eyes. Is this the official Monster Legends monster, right? That is that eye we see at the intro screen. Like, it's crazy to finally see it. But yeah, guys, let me know any thoughts in the comments below. Any advice you have, let me know in the comments below. I was kind of just all over the place. I hope it helped. But yeah, I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this monster. Anything at all, let me know how many of you are getting the Legends Pass. You know, $20, is this worth an investment if you love the game, if you play the game? What do you guys think? Any thoughts in the comments below? Thank you very much, and I will see you all next time.